Hi and welcome back. Wanted to give you an update on the Baltic COMBO timber trailer, camping, whatever you want to call it, project. And not a lot of time to do much, but anyway, it is what it is. So, swing around. We're going to be screening into the sun. It's a nice winter's day. So, we have the ATV, that red Honda that you're used to seeing or have seen in the past. It's under here somewhere. And I've just thrown a German army pop tent over the top of it, 2 pieces. This will go into the trailer when moving about. We're doing the testing stage at the minute, testing things out, trialing things, trialing balloons, and see how it all works out. I'll try, maybe I'll feed in here some film I took a few weeks back, a month or so ago, when I was using 2 tarps and a lot more complicated setup than I am now. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Okay, welcome back. Day after tomorrow, day after yesterday, and this is how it turns out. It's not exactly as I wished to have it, but it's getting there. So what is not right about this setup? Well, what you will notice, possibly notice through this very thin tarp, is that again these water pipes have gone off the slant, which I didn't want. This being the strongest part has really gone off at an angle, which means that the configuration that I thought would hold it with this jungle cord is not the fault of the cord, of course. I think the fault is that I don't get enough of an angle from the top here, because as I said, I didn't want to tie it to the ATV, and I don't have enough angle. This, by the way, is is not connected to that main part. So I'm going to have to rethink that a little bit. I mean, it's usable. It's sturdy enough. And if we come in, okay, I got 2 overlapping tops as I explained yesterday, but you can see that it's really pulled across. So from the height of this, when this is pulled out to this height, I don't have a lot of headroom. I have about hooped bivy bag size headroom. Is better than nothing, but it can be better, and it should be better than what it is. So I have to rethink that, and it wasn't right. So I've decided to try and make it as simple as possible and just come down to one more heavy-duty tarp, which is 3 meters by 2 meters, but it's much better than the 3 by 3, this very lightweight nylon, ripstop nylon I had before. So this is the offside. We're on the north side now. We'll just go around to the south side so you can get a better view of how it all works out. So I just folded it back so you could see. Basically what I've done is I've used a standard water pipe, and I'm very much a toggle man. So basically these existed on the trailer as they are, therefore for tying off when you don't have this this part on, and you want to strap up your timber logs. So although I'm in the shade here, all it basically is down there is a piece of rebar which drops through here, and then I feed this water pipe over the top. These can move, but they're not going to go very far. And then I have another piece of smaller pipe in between here. I'm not going to try and take this apart with one hand. And just one ridge pole, very lightweight. I told you, I might have mentioned before, they're just parts recycled from a little greenhouse, a little very tiny greenhouse from Lidl. Clips over, so that holds that. And then just the same at the other end, basically. Okay, it tends to bend a bit. This is why, you know, I need to pull it out. Okay, Okay, now the tarp's just slid off altogether. Now you get a better view. It's not perfect, but it works. Okay, this setup is only for when I arrive at camp, or when I want to camp, when I want to sleep out or want to do something. In between times, all you'll see is the trailer, hopefully with a tarp over top of it, and everything that I require, my food, my spare clothing, my water, my cooking kit, sleeping kit, everything will be inside. The reason I don't want to have, I could make this so that it could be transported as a kind of a gypsy trailer with a tarp over it. But the reason I don't want it is because I want to stay at this height profile, my height. I can lean forward, because there are even coming into here, you know, I'm docking under trees and this would start to catch, and I don't want to be. I want to get to inaccessible places. It's not like you're towing a caravan and going to a trailer park, you know, where there's a pitch already prepared for you to plug in electricity. This is wild camping. It's off-grid, and there are, you know, low overhanging branches and thorns, and I don't want the tarp ripped, and I don't want the framework damaged before I even get there. So once I get there, if I need to saw, if I need to chop, if I need to cut overhanging branches, then I can sling the tarp, put this frame up, sling the tarp over the top, and Bob's your uncle and Sally's your aunt. Please let me know what you think in the comments. It's going to be a real challenge now to sleep out in this. Temperatures are dropping at night, -10, -7. They might go a bit lower, but they shouldn't get lower than -15 at the height of winter and after New Year, Christmas, January time. It gets the coldest part of the year usually. But yeah, when it's frosty, it's nice, because the ground chews up. Look at my boots. You'll just carry clumps of mud all over the place. What to do? Well, everything's going on. New subscribers, thank you very much. Existing subscribers, thank you very much. And I hope that I'm giving you the content that you're expecting to see, because it's a varied channel. It's not, you know, well, it's mainly outdoors doing something, but it's difficult to define. What is the channel? It's supposed to be self-sufficiency, self-reliance. I think that's more. Trying to make something out of nothing, or to make and mend, to use something that maybe its original use is no longer needed and it can be used for something else, or recycling, or reverse engineering, something of that description. That's what we try to do. Try to use our noggins, as we say in the West Midlands. Use some of the old grey matter. Just, you know, projects. There's no panic. Panic comes if a water pipe freezes and bursts and you've got water running out everywhere. Then that's different kettle of fish. This is, you know, just basically doing something that's enjoyable. And anybody who says, oh, he's got all this camouflage, I mean, a big red ATV stands out like a Belisha beacon. Well, I have that thought planned out as well, of the German Army pop tent setup, which was the original idea to fit on that trailer, but it was a bit too small. But it can just go over there, a tarp, and then that's protected and camouflaged. There's a lot of future things I can do with it, because this has a cigarette lighter, 12-volt outtake. Ooh, and I have solar panels, and there's plenty of sun this time of year. There's plenty of sun all year round, and even in the winter you'll get sunny days, so can charge up cameras, mobile phones, tablets, and run some lighting even. So yeah, it gives me a lot of options, a lot more options than sticking it on my back. My radius of travel. I mean, if I don't want to start buying in materials or having it made, I mean, you know, if you have the money to go and have all these tubes, titanium or whatever, or stainless steel tubes that screw together or lock together, then fine. I don't want it. I just wanted to make this, try and work this work out. A simple water pipe, a bit of rebar, and a tarp system, and as you would peg out anywhere else. So it isn't rocket science. It's rocket science. Okay, I'm gonna pack it up. It's 14:45. Finish that little bit of survival beer and see how I get on with the editing. To edit than I would like, but again, practice makes perfect, and repetition increases speed. I just made that up. That sounds quite good. That I have to note that down in my notebook. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Keep subscribing, all you newbies, new faces. I need your subscriptions. I really appreciate it. Over now for now. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.